typical problem at the University of Vienna is that we have, as a huge university, we have roughly 75,000 students and 7,000 researchers. And on the other hand, we have 15,000 e-journals and 500-600 databases. To get the information about the content to the users is rather difficult, and trying to find all of them seems to be illusionary. So we try to build an efficient digital library where, with linking services and federated search, we'll guide the user from one resource, the database, automatically to contents, to the full text, and so generate more full text usage. We are using a linking service which we implemented with high effort to guide one user doing research in one database, in a bibliographic database, to the full text content in a full text database or at the journal provider's host. On the other hand, we find from bibliographic databases to citation databases, like for example Scopus, to bring more information into one kind of research. Additionally, we have a very tight cooperation with the institutes, so special librarians, reference librarians, and we as the most proficient database users visit the institutes, talk to assistants, researchers, professors, tutors, so they can distribute this information in highly proficient database use to the students. After you open your own account, you can personalize your features, you can personalize your starting page, you can save each and any searches you did. You can, in Scopus for example, you can merge your different author accounts to into one file. You can open RSS feeds and alerting services. So while you are away from the database works for you, and you don't have to start anew with your strategy anytime you enter the database.
Good. I will say thing first. How desperate are you to choose such a job? Because today to be a librarian is a big challenge in the information science. It is the picture of the librarian is developing very quick. We are getting information specialists, and even the modern libraries are in a very not easy situation, because they must develop and to front new activities and to develop new activities and new fields. And then I think you need a lot of courage to go in this direction. At the other time, it's a very interesting job, because you have always the possibility of enhance the communication with the scientists and with the students, what is also a very challenging and interesting activity.
Perhaps let me add one thing: librarianship is teamwork. Librarians cannot work alone, but have to work with other librarians, with IT personnel, but also with the researchers and with the students, and with the product providers too.
Well, okay, I'd like to thank you, Wolfgang and Juan, for a wonderful interview in this episode of BPTV. But before we go, in case you haven't noticed, we had a third person involved in our interview, and I'd like for Juan to explain who that person is.